Nikola Jokic is fast.
That's blasphemy.
Nikola Jokic is athletic.
Snap out of it!
Nikola Jokic is not that bad on defense.
No! God, please, no! No!
I will die upon this hill. I will. This is something I've always thought about Jokic. When I watch this guy play, I am so impressed by his stamina. I see this guy just absolutely trucking up and down the court, doing fast breaks. It's unbelievable. The guy is 6'11", 284 pounds. So you have to remember that when you're talking about athleticism and all that stuff, you have to remember the context. Within the context of him being a 6'11", 284 pound Serbian guy, what he's able to do on a nightly basis is unbelievably athletic. Even the game last night where he had 55 points, the commentator said that he's out here running like a horse.
He's got it, give it to Jokic, running like a horse. Yeehaw!
So is he athletic in the way that a Michael Jordan or a Anthony Edwards is athletic? No. But for who he is and what he is, and being a 6'11", 284-pound Serbian guy, he is insanely athletic. Even how he gets back on defense, like I'll see him score sometimes, and he sprints back on defense, and he's blowing by everybody on the court. It might not be the prettiest thing. It might not look like Dwayne Wade on a fast break, but the guy covers ground. And this other false narrative is that he's some horrible defender. His team has a better defensive rating when he's on the floor. So he can't be that much of a defensive liability. Is he going to be the winner of Defensive Player of the Year? No. But he's not a defensive liability. And the guy leads the steals in the league for centers. I think he averages, something like 1.8 steals. Every time this guy plays basketball, he's out here breaking some record or doing something that hasn't been done since like Wilt Chamberlain or Hakeem or Kareem or something crazy like that. And by the way, the 55 points came on the second night of a back-to-back. Blew out the Kings the other night, 35 and 15 rebounds in 33 minutes. Then the next night, look at these stats. 55 points, plus 28, 18 for 23 from the field, 5 for 6 from 3. Once again, 6'11", 284, 5 for 6 from 3, playing point guard, running up and down the court, ball handling, passing, shooting threes. The guy's a savant. I am staying with my prediction of Nuggets winning the championship. As amazing as this Thunder team is, and we're going to get to them in a few minutes, as amazing as this Thunder team is, I just don't think at the end of the day that anybody has an answer for Jokic. And that, along with the tweaks and the additions that they did to the roster over the summer, and along with adding depth to their roster with Cam Johnson and Valanciunas and Tim Hardaway and Bruce Brown, man, I think they're a much better team this year. Remember, they brought the Thunder to 7 games last year. So there's my Jokic spiel. Once again, the stamina of that guy, how he chugs up and down the court. It's very methodical. He's very deceiving. But the guy must have a heart and lungs like an elephant. Moving on. Steph Curry. This guy is another one. I mean, talk about a guy who has nothing to prove at this point. He's done everything, best shooter of all time, and still goes out here and reminds us how much of an absolute killer this guy is at the age of 37 years old. And he looks like he's in the best shape of his life. I mean, this dude is absolutely jacked. When you look at a picture of him from his rookie year or when he was at Davidson, it's like a different person. And he really is a guy that truly leads by example. He's very diplomatic when it comes to the press. He chooses his words wisely. They got blown out by the Thunder, and then everybody immediately is dancing on the Warriors' graves because they get blown out by the Thunder. Who hasn't been blown out by the Thunder? The Thunder are beating teams by an average of 15 points. Steph didn't really say much. And then what does he do? Comes out the next game, boom, 46 points on the Spurs. Pretty hot team. Everybody knows that the Spurs have been playing really well this season. And Jimmy Butler also played a great game too. But Steph, once again, 37 years old, 46 points. And to score in the way that he scores, the style that he scores, the way he runs around, I mean, the conditioning that he has. And Steph I mean, everybody knows him as a three-point shooter, but his mid-range is kind of funny because he shoots his mid-range kind of how he shoots his three-pointer. It's not really like a classic jump shot. I'm always kind of amused by Steph's mid-range, especially when he when he goes glass on his mid-range shot. It's so amazing, the touch that guy has. And another thing that impresses me all the time about Steph that I don't think he gets maybe all that much credit for is his ball handling. Phenomenal ball handler, and he's really good at scoring at the basket too. And I don't know what the Warriors should do with this Kuminga situation. If there's any Warriors fans or people who really know the Warriors, let me know in the comments, because I don't know, from the outside looking in, it just kind of seems like it's not working, or he doesn't fit in, or he doesn't want to be there, and it's probably time to move on from him. I don't know what to do about the Kuminga situation, but it seems to be a situation that's been going on for quite a while now. But I just love and respect how dedicated Steph Curry is at this age. After winning all the championships and winning the MVPs, being the best shooter ever, he has all the money in the world, all this stuff, he still has this drive. And to be out here killing people still, 46 points. The guy is unbelievable. So just, enjoy watching a guy like Steph Curry, because who knows how much longer, how many more seasons he'll be around. And finally, to these crazy OKC Thunder people, 12-1, just absolutely blew out Warriors the other night. Then they blew out the Lakers on back-to-backs, by the way. And this Shai Gilgeous-Alexander kid, oh my God. I mean, every night. I mean, I can't watch that much basketball. I have a little bit of a life, but I'll check the box scores. And every time I look at a Thunder box score, every single time, 37, 8, and 6, 35. 4, 7, 33, 9, whatever, 6. I mean, every single game with this guy, his consistency just blows my mind. And like I said earlier, this Thunder team, they're beating teams by an average of 15 points, and they're missing their second best player. Jalen Williams hasn't even played yet, and they're still destroying teams. They already have the best defense in the league by a long shot. And I know it's early in the season still, but if you look into it, the OKC Thunder, their defense, if you can believe it, is actually even better right now than it was last season, with missing key guys. And now they have this AJ Mitchell kid, I guess, as if they couldn't get any better. Now, AJ Mitchell is in conversation for Most Improved Player of the Year, which is supposed to be going to Jaime Jaquez. For a team to have both Shai and Jalen Williams, both Chet and iHeart, both Dort and Alex Caruso. And then you just have a whole plethora of these amazing role players. I've talked about this in some other video, but my favorite guys on the Thunder are like the other guys, I call them. Your Isaiah Joe, your Aaron Wiggins, your Kason Wallace, this AJ Mitchell kid, the other Jalen Williams, the big Jalen Williams. The depth of that team, how well constructed that roster is. And then, of course, Brooks Barnhizer. Alright, just wanted to do a quick little video on those three topics, Jokic, Steph, and the Thunder. Some may say I'm glazing, and you know what? Fine. I'm being complimentary of two amazing players and an amazing team. So, what do you want from me? But really, I just wanted to do a little video because my previous video was an absolute train wreck from start to finish. Just a horrible experience all around, but not as much as a train wreck of that Miami Heat fourth quarter against the Cavs. I'm going to kind of pretend that didn't happen because honestly, it gave me PTSD and cold sweats and flashbacks of last season and our God only knows how many fourth quarter meltdowns we witnessed last season. And I said, oh God, no. Please leave that in the past. But I'm not too worried. We were due for a stinker. And really, I just want Bam and Tyler to come back. That really needs to happen. That would be a really big help. All right. That's it.